enter below 10 cedis. That is around the 9 cedis that we recommended to enable them to access the full rise in the stock. And these are some of the recommendations that we made. So just be rest assured, you're in safe hands. So asymmetric opportunity. I know some people are taking screenshots, but we will know. At the end of the day, I will know. It will reflect in your analysis, and we can tell. So current price of 9 cedis 20 versus 12-month target of 12 cedis 50 pesos, 35-year period target of 18 cedis 50 pesos. We're going to show you how to go about all these target prices. All right. And someone also asked the question about in case the prices don't meet where they're expected to meet. So for analysts, I explained that for analysts, it's important that you are very bold about what you are doing. What you can say is that based on the figures at the point in time, this is your estimated valuation. All right, things happen, you have no control over the future. And I gave an example of the World Bank, IMF, Bank of Ghana, all of them being bullish about world economy in the year 2020, 2019, 2020. However, COVID came from nowhere. Nobody knew about COVID, but it came. And all of these institutions, the Reuters, the Bloombergs, everybody, all the big institutions, they had to revise their projections. It's happened. It happens. It's risk. I mean, there can't be any investment without risk. So when it happens, it has happened, and there has to be explanation to it. But based on the figures or the available data in front of you, use that to make your projection, even though risks are there. Okay, so let me go to the financial data that I showed you yesterday as well. Okay, so let me share. I don't want to share my entire screen too. I should just share it. Okay, let me just share my entire screen. I need to do some stuff before. Okay. Okay. All right, let me share my entire screen. Here we are. Who's the class rep here? Or should I appoint one?
I'll volunteer.
You volunteer? Oh, that's very fast. So you'll be assisted by Raymond Agbodovi. Raymond, I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Nice one. So Jeffrey and Raymond.
Hey, why not one lady, why man?
Everywhere you go, you want to be here. Okay, you. So is it by Cindy, right?
Yes, please.
You can Bifa can serve as second deputy. Because you spoke out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was asking one gentleman, one lady.
Yeah, there should be gender equality.
You see, this country, gender equality has always been the message. And everywhere, scope of life, entry into universities, you are given better opportunities than men. It's everywhere. So it's not just this small platform, okay, that we have to. So now I can't demote Jeffrey, I can't demote Raymond. So Cindy, please serve as the second deputy. Is it okay?
All right, sure.
Thank you very much. I hope you guys are following. I want you to be very serious with it. A lot of people within the industry, they don't have this skill. It is affecting their progression. All right. So you have the opportunity. You have the opportunity. Pay attention to what I am teaching. All right. I can assure you that it will go a long way to help you. All right. Okay, so yesterday I displayed this statement. This is the income statement. The next sheet is the balance sheet. The next one is the cash flow. Then the formula I spoke to you about, how the DCF calculation, the formula. All right, so, and I also portrayed or showed you guys where you can get this data from. So let's go to the site where you can get the data from. So the site's name is Annual Reports Ghana. Annual Reports Ghana. When you put it in your Google search, all right, you click on it and you go to equity. All right, GSE. If you don't have your notebook, you can. If you have your notebook, you can be writing them. Then you look for the stock that you want to analyze. In our case, we are working on GCB. Then you pick the latest report you are looking for. So in this case, you can see that unaudited financial statements for the half year 2025. We are working on half year 2025. So what we are comparing is half year, going backwards. So from 2021 to 2025 is 5 years. So half year 2025, half year 2021, half year 2022, and so on to 2025. So when you click on this, it only displays for 2 years, 2024 and 2025, meaning that you have to go back and search for the period that you want to analyze. We are expecting a minimum of 3 years, maximum 5 years. Okay, so you pick your data into the Excel, right? In this format, we are not going to use all the information, all right? But it's important that you pick every single line of item in the income statement, the balance sheet, and the cash flow. The reason being that there may be a situation where values have changed. So for example, operating income for GCB, if you compare 2024 to 2025, you realize that there's an increment from 1.8 billion to 2.7 billion. So therefore, you need to find out the reason why there's been a huge jump. So it is every information that you're looking for, it's from the data. Okay, you don't have to call anybody from anywhere, or you don't need to call me and ask me, Kofi, why is this thing going up? Why is it coming down? Everything is in the data that you have collected. That's why I was stressing that it is important that you pay attention, you spend time, you invest time in collecting the data and do it correctly. All right, if you do it now, able to get as a current, going forward, it will be easy for you, because as the years go by, you just be topping up. So that it won't be like you are starting afresh. All right, so this data that I have, if God permits, next year, and I'm still doing the same analysis, I just top up in 2026. All right, and so on. That's what happens. So we need to collect the whole data so that we can tell the reasons why there are increases or decreases. So today we are going to focus on trend analysis. Or I shouldn't start from. Let me just show you where you get to the company overview from first, before we go to the trend analysis. So there's another website known as AFX Kwaisi. AFX Kwaisi. Please, it's in the handbook. If you haven't seen the handbook, you can look out. It's on the last page. All right. So just enter afsquaisi.com. So in this case, we are looking for GCB. GCB is down here. So click on GCB. All right, when you click on GCB, we have the company overview here. You don't need to do any analysis on this. You just copy and paste it. That's all. You can take out some. You can, but it's not an information that will affect the evaluation. So company overview, you just have to read it, understand what you are copying, then you paste it. So you're done with the company overview. This is very easy. The price trend too is here. If you want year to date, you want to include that in your company overview, you can add that. And the all-time price trend from 2016, this data is here. Okay. 6 months period, 3 months period. This website, I think I love it. It's not from Ian, but it's a tool, very useful tool for me when I'm conducting my analysis, so you can use it. So that is the company overview. Then let me go to the trend analysis. Trend analysis is part of the evaluation process. There are some institutions or there are some research houses that only rely on the trend and mention some few ratios and conclude that whether you should buy, sell, or hold. Okay, there are some institutions, research firms like that. But the training that we are giving you, we want to go beyond that. All right. So I would say that the trend analysis is the basic of all the information that you'll be getting. This is the most basic. All right. It applies the percentage growth or percentage change. Okay, so what you have to do is to compare the trend of any of these. So for you not to be bored, you can select just a few of them, of the items here. So you can decide to use interest income, like the way I've colored these. So I chose interest income, operating income, and profits for the year, or a profit after tax. So with these figures, we want to see the trend, how the trend has been like from 2022.
I didn't get the name of the website that you said. Can you repeat it for me?
Is it the AFX
This is it?
Which website? Is it the web, this one? Is it this one you're talking about?
Yes, please.
AFX.org. AFX.KWAYISI.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you too. Okay, so we're going to take the trend from 2021 to 2023. In our case, we're going to do it half year by half year or period by period. So for example, we're going to check how it fared between 2021 and 2022. So this is the formula. This is the formula. Please follow closely. When you miss a step, it can distort all your analysis. Okay, in Excel, this is it. It's very simple. I know some of you, the business students, have come across it, just that you don't know where and when to use it. And the business students, you have it, you know it already. Okay, so there's the formula. The current figure, you take out the previous figure. So in this case, 2022 interest income, you take out 2021 interest income. You close your brackets. You divide it by the previous figure, that is the 2021. But you're comparing the growth that occurred between 2021 and 2022. So we divide it by 2021. Okay, then you multiply it by 100. Let's put it into percentage. Hope it's clear. Should I go over it?
Yes, please.
I should go over it. Okay. We are comparing the growth between 2021 and 2022, or the performance, the trend, how it has been like. So what you do is to, in Excel, you put your equal to sign. You select the current figure. The current figure. When I say current figure, it's not that today. Because you are comparing two periods, you have to choose the figure that is most current. The figure that is most current. So in our case, we will pick.
Thank you. Oh, go again. That's maybe network something.
Kenneth, can you mute? So you pick the current. Kenneth, okay. Kenneth. Kenneth is not paying attention, but his mic is okay. So the current figure minus the previous figure, close your bracket, you divide it by the previous figure, that is 2021. So I want to check the growth or the performance between 2022 and 2021. So the comparison is between the two values, the two interest income values. All right. If you end it here, it will be like the end is not a percentage. 0.13 is not the percentage. We want to check the percentage growth. Okay, so by doing that, you have to multiply it by 100. So this means that between 2021 and 2022, interest income grew by 13.38%. 13.38%. Okay. This calculation, if you give it to Safo, please speak.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Please, I hope I'm audible.
Come again.
I hope I'm audible.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Please, can there be a situation where the interest income will be negative?
Yes, it happens. It happens.
So please, then what's the implication?
It affects the bottom line. So if the interest income is low, it affects the profitability of the business. All in all, it affects the operating. It affects. So is the interest income is the top line of the business. That's where funding will start from. So if the top line is weak, it affects profitability, dividend payment, investors' interest. There's a whole lot. So it's important that businesses are able to increase their top line.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. Abdul.
Okay, thank you, sir. Please, I hope there will be a recording session for this. I was having some few internet challenges. I just resolved my own, but I didn't see how you started the table and maybe how you got to the table. So I'm sure there will be a recording session so that after the class I can just go over and watch them for more understanding.
Okay, I'm just hoping so as well because you know the organizers. I think there is. But if there is none, I'm going to go over this over and over. It's something that I'm not sure you lose out, Abdul. All right. So how I got to this table, I think I started from yesterday, where I showed you the website. Do you remember the website, Abdul?
You just started talking and my network was I was facing network challenges, so I have to start.
But yesterday you were part of the team.
Yeah, yesterday I was there.
So the data is collected from here. Equity, annual reports Ghana. Okay, to all of you, annual reports Ghana. You click on equities or equity. You go to GSC. Okay, then you click on GCB as a bank. Let's talk that we're analyzing. Then since we are taking half-year figures, this is for half-year for 2025 ending June. You click on it. when you click on this, it gives you for 2 years. So because we are doing an extended analysis, you have to get 2021, 2022, 2023 as well. So you go back to this and look through. So pick the years that you are looking for. It is 2022. It's ending March, ending June. So 2022 is here. All right. So you see, you have 2021, 2022. So the period that you're looking for, you go onto this annual report Ghana.com for the data. Okay. And for the stock market information, you can go to afxyc.org, afxyc.org, where you can get the trend of price performance 1 year, year to date. Year to date means that from beginning of 2025 to current, right? If you want since inception, you can also get it from here, 1 year and all that. Okay, and the company overview, I mentioned that you can get what you have here. So in the structure of the stock page competition, we have the company overview, which is one slide. So you can just copy this one and add some graphics, some images of the company. Then you can use it. You can include some price trend as well into the company overview. Then one slide is done. Okay. So the data collected from the annual reports Ghana onto this side. Then we progress to the trend. So we are talking about the growth trend of any of these items listed here. So I decided to use interest income, operating income, and profits for the year. Somebody else can decide to use profit before income tax, decide to use net trading income. It depends on the analysis that you are doing, but I recommend that you should use at least these. You can't choose any of them just to be different, but your analysis have to make sense. All right. So I started explaining. Abdul, I hope you're okay.
Yeah. I'm good.
Okay, nice one. So we continued by comparing the trend between the interest income for GCB. So 2021 and 2022, this is the formula that we put there. We are saying that is the current year minus the previous year divided by the previous year multiplied by 100 to get the percentage growth. So this means that, or this shows that between 2021 second quarter and 2022, there was a growth by 13.38%. All right. With this, you can easily drag down. All right. It will give you the percentage growth of all the items here. When you drag down to give you everything. You see, everything is there. I don't want it to be cumbersome, so I just copy Control-C and Control-V to get the same for the 2021, 2022 operating income. So as you can see, operating income grew by 16.28% between the second quarter 2021 and second quarter 2022. We can apply that again to the profits for the year. And as you can see, profit also grew by 33.90%. When you double click, you realize it's the same formula that has been pasted. The same formula that has been pasted. I hope you're all following.
Yes, we are following.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm not going too fast.
Please relax a bit.
Come again.
I think you're not going fast, but then it will be best if you slow down this, because some of us are also practicing on the laptop, so that at least we can follow along.
So I'm going too fast. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Hey. Okay. I've heard you.
If like I'm also practicing alongside. When you talk, like I made some.
Okay. No problem. When you hold and drag your results, it doesn't change the calculation. You see, it's still there. I just want to arrange my calculations or the results in a very nice way. So this is for 2021/2022 growth. Then I will pick interest income here. This is going to be operating income, profit for the year. All right. So I'm going over the formula again. Current minus previous divided by previous times 100. So if you want to continue, okay, in our case, we continue from 2022 to 2023. So we put the subtitle 2022, 2023. So it's the same formula. Since the base year is the previous year. So the base year, you have to start from the current year. So we are saying 2022 to 2023. The current year is 2023. You shouldn't forget the brackets. So current minus previous divided by previous, as 2022 times 100. So the growth was 36.48%. So it grew by 36% between 2022 and 2023. Okay. Then you do the same thing for the operating income. For the current year is 2023. Put a bracket 2023 minus previous, close the bracket, divided by previous times 100. Operating income grew by 34.38. Then we'll move to the profit for the year. The same formula. The current minus previous, close the bracket, divided by the previous times 100. So as you can see, growth was very marginal when it comes to profit. So it can be attributed to a lot of things within the statement. So just from a casual look, I can see a huge jump in the net impairment loss. Negative 300 million. This 2022 was 124 million, but it jumped to negative 354 million. All right, that is one of the factors that has suppressed the profit for the year. You can look through, there's a lot that you can talk about, but in your presentation, these are some of the things that you talk about. It shows that you are very observant, you are watching what you are doing. Vifa, Cindy. Vifa, is it your real name?
Yeah, it's Vifa.
Vifa, hey. Sorry, you're not correcting me. Okay, Vifa, please, your question.
So when you take the statements of comprehensive analysis, I'm pretty sure it contains a lot of items there, but I just want to know the important ones to take out to use to do your analysis. Or there is like predetermined items that you need to take from the statements to do your analysis.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the question. So I would say that there's no standard. There's no predetermined. You see, you have to. It depends on what you the analysis is looking for. All right. But in our case, I want us to maybe we can just rely on these three that I'm talking about. Okay, we can as well use the net interest income. That also speaks a lot. The net interest income. Okay, so for banks, maybe the net interest income, the operating income, and the profit for the year. Net interest income, operating income, and profit for the year. Net interest income, I think, is more widely used than the interest income. Okay. I hope I've answered your question.
Yeah, sure.
So do you have a question?
Yes, I saw a hand up.
Yes, I just want to confirm that I'm correct. I'm doing comparison for 2025 and 2024, but then looking at your answers, you had 4 digits like 13.30, but I had 46.45137. Am I wrong, or I'm supposed to get exactly 4 digits?
What are you getting from which side of the sheet? Go over what you are doing.
I'm doing 2025 and 2024. But then my answer I had was 46.45137. But you are getting 4 digits. So I want to know if I'm right or I'm wrong. So it needs to be exactly 4 digits, or it can be this number too.
In fact, I don't understand your question. So,
So I'm saying that
you are working on 2024, 2025, and we haven't reached from this presentation. I'm not yet at 2024. So are we talking about the same things?
Yes, we are talking about the same thing, but my question is, most of your answers are in 4 digits, like 13.38, 16.20. Is it supposed to be 4 digits always, or the digits can exceed 4?
Hello, sir.
Okay, hello.
I think what he's trying to say is that yours is in 2 decimal places. Your answer is that is 13.38. I'm sure he's talking about the decimal places. So if you should leave it in 2 dp or it could be more.
2 decimal places, okay. I mean, so even in the pesos that we spend in our streets, so 10 pesos, 20 pesos, these are decimal places currency or amount. Until you get to 1 CD, 1 CD is 1.00. The rest, 1 CD 20 pesos, 1.20. 5 CD is 30 pesos, 5.30. So let's stick to 2 decimal places to align with what we use like within our market. Is it clear?
Yes. So then I'll say, do you have a way of getting that too? Because I pictured the same formula, but I'm getting like 5.
You just round it up.
All right, so.
Okay, so is this what you got? 46.45?
Yes, 46.45127.
So let me show you.
Yes.
So this is it.
But you had 46.45. So
is that not what you got? Is it the same thing now? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. The line went up a bit.
Okay. So this shows that we have the same figures, right?
Yes.
So you're not wrong. So you see how easy it is to calculate these things. It's not difficult. You can open it up. I mean, but what are we using it for? You just send it back to do 2 decimal places, 46.45.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You're welcome. You realize that I didn't go back
Hello, I have a question.
Please go ahead.
Please, I've not been here for the past days, and I'm wondering if the classes has been recorded so that I can have a portion of it and revise on it.
Okay. I'll touch on my team to get it available. All right, but you can join again tomorrow. We'll go over it. We keep going over everything until everybody understands everything. You understand? But get in touch with the team so that the recording is made available. I think it's being recorded. I'm not very sure. I just clicked and started my presentation. So I'll get in touch with them to see if it's available, fine. If it's not available, you can join again tomorrow. You can join Thursday. I think Friday too, I'll do it. Okay.
It's the same lesson.
It's not the same thing. It's progressive, just that there's always a revision point. Spend time to go over what we are doing. This analysis that we are doing, the trend analysis, this one, it is the same thing for all the sheets. So it's a trend analysis that we are doing. So I'm sure you catch up.
Okay.
Hi, Kofi.
Hi.
Yeah, please, I wanted to ask if it's possible for us to get your Excel template.
Oh, I'll give it to you. What is Excel there? I'll give it to you. Once you register for the stock page, you'll get it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You get it. You'll get it, but okay, we'll talk about it. I'll give it to you. Don't worry, all of you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So you realize that when the other gentleman was speaking, I hadn't calculated for 2023, 2024, and 2024, 2025. I just dragged it to get the results. So once you have the formula in there, you just drag, all the results comes out. Okay. So you see. So this one says that profits for the year grew by almost 100% between 2024 and 2025. Please, if you are working on it, can you check whether these figures align with what you have? So in this process, we don't say whether you are correct or wrong. Do they align with what you have? Or if you are comparing the same thing. All right. So if you are also computing these, check if they align with what you have. So
I'm checking.
You're getting the same thing?
Yes.
Good. It means we are making progress. All right, so these are the percentage growths so it's a trend analysis we are talking about. So interest income grew by 13.38%. Okay, this can be compared to a huge 46.45 in 2024-2025. So it shows that the company is doing something good. Okay, so operating income too, there was a huge jump in 2024-2025 where it's recorded 45.4%. 0.24% compared to 16.28 in 2021-22. However, there was another good record for 2022 and 2023, despite the drop to 5.21 between 2023 and 2024. You see, when you speak like this, you are speaking like the professional. Okay, so you are not calling anybody to ask any question. You are not looking at any other data. It is the data that you have in your Excel sheet. You are just speaking about what you have. So I'll go over the profits again. So this is how normally we present it. 2024, 2025.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. Please go ahead with your question.
Yes. Please. I want to know, looking at 2023, 2024, you can see that in terms of the interest income and then the operating income, there is a sharp decline from 36.48 to 7.49, and then 34.38 to the other. Now, these are all quantitative data that was given. But if you want to find out what really caused that sharp decline, is there any site that give us news on some of these companies so that we will look at what really affected them? Or unless we only picture the entire economy and sometimes news in graphics and all that before we can make a conclusion on that? Because if you want to get some qualitative data on some of these companies, to also make our analysis.
Okay, so the answer is, from what we are doing, the answer is no. You have to look at the data that you have. Okay, so the data that we have, we're going to look out for what is accounting for this declines. Let's go through the interest, the operating income. So let's say from this side to this side. Okay, so from here, we'll check the trend of both. So let's say fees and commission income. Okay, so let me just bring this here. Let me just bring this here. So 2022, 2023. Okay, so there's a drop here. So as you can see, there was a drop in other revenue. All right, it went to negative, and here too there was a marginal increase. The net fee and commission, and what affected, what is accounting for that? So this is how to look out for the reasons. You go through.
Yes, I understand, but I want to know what really, maybe when you are pitching, and then you make this analysis, and maybe the judges ask you what really accounted for this decline, because we know that when certain things in the economy, we have certain fundamentals that we can use to explain that. During the 2020, during the COVID time, we know that the growth of the economy really declined, even globally. So we can attribute, when we see the numbers, we can really attribute it to some factors like the Ukraine war, the COVID-19, and other internal factors. So when we are doing that for the companies and we use the numbers to explain, how are we going to justify whether there's an increase or a decline in all these figures? That is what I'm trying to.
Okay. All right. So I think I understand you. So for the banks in this country, they were all affected by the DDEP. Okay, that's a simple answer for all the banks. So all the banks have similar characteristics within this period. So 2022, 2023. 2024 was when the recovery started. Then in 2025, we are seeing huge performances from the banks. So 2023, 2024, those were where the issues. 2022, 2023. DDEP started in 2019. The impact started being felt around 2022. Readjusting of the banks between 2022 and end of year 2023. That is where most of the banks really adjusted. So we can attribute that to the DDEP as a factor. If the quantitative, we're able to mention the factors that accounted for the decline from the income statement, then you back it up with this economic indicator. I hope I've answered your question. Have I answered your question? Okay, I don't think it's flowing. Okay, I saw somebody's hand up. Jeffrey.
Hello, sir.
Okay. Who is speaking? Mention your name, please.
Please, I was answer for.
Your name again?
Sir, please. Osesafo.
Osesafo. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. And please, with the Excel sheet, I can see there are a series of tabs. We have the income, interest income, and expense, and number of tabs. But with the analysis, is that you are focusing on just the interest income, operating income, and the profit here. Please, is there any reason for doing that? Why are we not doing like the same operation for all of the tabs?
Okay. Very good question. I think I've answered this question like how many times already. So for this decision, it lies in your hands. Okay, so I'm just saying for the purposes of the stock pitch competition, let us just use these ones that I have selected for the banks. Okay, let's use these ones I've selected for the banks. You can decide to use any of the others, but these are the strongest points that I think we can rely on. So for the banks, we normally look at the interest income. So when you get a net interest income, it's fine. The profitability is also a very good factor that we look at, and any of that, I think, yeah. So it's important that we don't use everything. We can't use everything. All right. So a few of them that will enhance your analysis. As I'm saying, the trend analysis is just the first step. All right. We'll go deep into knowing the value of the business. This is just a trend that we want to analyze and see how things are going. Okay, so for these ones, there's no standard way, there's no predetermined that let's all use this. It depends on the analyst, what the analyst wants to do. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So as you can see, I'm adding net interest income. Net interest income to help with the analysis. Okay, so you might be wondering how this thing came about. So this is it. This is the analysis. As I explained, you would have to be able to speak to this thing very well. Okay, so you can say 2025 has been quite good for GCB. There was an increase in net interest income by 40%. You can say almost 40%, or you can just mention there's that figure 40.08%. Normally, you won't hear analysts mention the full figure. So it's about 40%. Grew by about 40% in net interest income between 2024 and 2025 in the second quarter. And this is the highest growth recorded within a 5-year period. We are done with this. Profits also grew by almost 100% from 2024 second quarter to 2025 second quarter. And this again is the highest recorded within the 5-year period, as we saw a 33.9% increment from 2021 to 2022, 27.05% from 2023 and 2024. However, between 2022 and 2023, there was a marginal growth of 9.29%. We have to hear you speak the finance language. All right. So basically, this is a trend analysis. So with this trend analysis, in order to show it well in your presentation, we have to add a chart. So this chart, you select the one that will be most suitable for you. You go to Insert, Home of the Excel, click on Insert, and recommended charts. And you select any of them. They are all charts here, but Excel itself can recommend some of the charts to you. I'll choose the first one. You click OK. Okay, then your chart here shows how, or it compares properly the items that you've chosen. So for all of them, you can see the trend in the sheet. Okay, is it okay? Do you have any question up to this point?
No, it's fine.
Come again.
It's okay, sir.
I'm asking whether there are questions up to this point. Okay, so it means everybody understands up to this point at least. All right, you can decide to add data labels. Add data labels here. Okay, this will put the data at the top of the chart. Okay. Any more questions? Okay, so I can see a lot of hands here. Jeffrey, Caleb, Raymond. Okay, so let me hold on. Let me open the queue. So Jeffrey, please go on with your question.
No, it's an old hand.
Then hold on. Kindly put it down. What about Safwa Jiman? Okay, Raymond.
Yes, sir.
Please, your question. Go ahead.
All right. Please, I want to answer a general question pertaining to the Excel from the very beginning.
Okay.
All right. The first one is when we're going to pick the data, that's the financial statements, you realize that the quarter or the half year one was unaudited.
Yes.
Unaudited.
Yes.
The one we have here. So looking at it, can that affect our decision making? You realize that there are sometimes if you've not audit the information, the financial statement, it normally have a problem with, especially when there are some loopholes or there are certain things in it. It definitely has. So wouldn't that affect our decision making process in case that happened?
Okay, so rarely are there changes. Rarely. When it comes to the audited and unaudited. It happens sometimes, but it's not most of the time. Because we can't wait for full year.
Okay.
So when it comes on the quarterly, we use them. The full year is the ones that are normally audited. Then we can have comfort with that, but normally there are not a lot of changes that affect the recommendation.
All right, and the second one is, you realize that you made a mention that when we are doing the trend analysis, it should be period by period.
Yes.
Is there no situation where I'm trying to look at 2025, then I'll then do the comparison between the 2019 and 2025?
It can be done that way.
It can be done that way.
Just that I want my trainees to have a certain standard. When you go to your own businesses and you have the skill, sometimes you grow in the job so much that you can apply your own skills. So when you get to that level, you can do that. But we can easily compare 2025 figure. 2025, let me do a comparison here. It's not taking well. Let me take from here. So 2025 minus 2021 divided by 2021 times 100. Okay, so it's a huge jump of 143%.
Oh, okay.
You can do that. I mean, it's allowed, but I think let's do it step by step.
All right. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, so this is your chart. The first production. This you can copy it and paste it in your slides. Copy this one and paste it in your slide. You can copy this and just put some few narratives to them, like the way I went about it, point by point. And in the stoppage competition, you don't need to put a lot of composition paragraphs. It's just few points. Okay, so even with this that I did, this one, hello, I can hear you.
Please, I wanted on your website, sorry, on your web browser, you showed there were some sites that you showed. I didn't
Yeah.
really get those ones because I joined very late. I was asking if maybe you could just, in 1 minute, let me know what each site does. I saw some
Okay.
sites where you were saying some price or something analysis concerning GCB.
Yeah. All right. So let me conclude on the session, the trend analysis, so that I move with the summary. I'll go over the websites. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So this brings to the end of the trend analysis. So we apply the same methodology for the balance sheet and the cash flow. We'll continue tomorrow with the trend analysis on the other statements. Okay, but it is the same approach, the same formula, because I want you guys to understand and appreciate it more. I'll not just say apply it and I'll move on. I'll go through one by one with all of you so that we can appreciate it better. Okay. All right. So that being said, let me go back to the website that I spoke about. Okay, so the first one is afx.quaec.org. So afx.quaeyisi.org. This website, I don't know who owns it, but I think it's a very useful website when it comes to our analysis. There's a whole website on the Ghana Stock Exchange. It gives the price trends, some of the information we are looking for are found in there. So in our case, we are working on GCB. You click on GCB. The company overview for GCB is here. The price trend is also here. Have the earnings per share and other ratios. So the shares outstanding to is where I normally pick it from. Market cap is here. Okay. It has a whole lot of information about each stock. So this is the go stock place when you want information on the companies. Now, the next one, if you want to pick the financial data, you go to annualreportsghana.com. That is where you pick the financial data from. You pick it and put it in your Excel, as we have on the screen now. So you click, when you get to the home page, you click on equity, you click on Ghana Stock Exchange GSE, you select the company you're looking for, GCB, and you select the period. So when you click on, you see the first line, unaudited financial statement for half year 2025. Yeah, going out. Okay. All right. No problem. 9 o'clock we have a class. Did you make a Hey! So sorry about that. So you click on it. As you can see, it just compares 2 periods. So what you have to do is look out for the next, let's say 2023.
Mr. Kofu, what's the website's name?
What is what?
The website, what's the name?
Annualreportsghana.com. 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 Did you get that?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so you can go to the next. This is also half year 2023. When you click on it, you can get another period. So depending on the period you're looking for, you can see 2022 and 2023. Okay, so these two websites very useful. Other websites we're going to really use is the Young Investor Calculator. Before I enter the website, we also help young ones into coding. So in case you enter the website and you see this pop up, you can click on it and get in touch with me if you need guidance in coding. All right, so for now, I'm just going to close this. and go into the calculators. This calculator, it has over 50 calculators. Okay, so for stocks,
Hello, sir.
Yes, I'm listening.
Sorry to interrupt you, but with the programming language that just came up, Python, we all know is a very versatile and general and all-round programming language, but how does it have a relation with the financial markets or stock markets in this sense?
That's why I just closed it and said we should move on to ours. That is a different, I don't want to mix with what we are doing. Okay, so that is a different topic. You can contact me later. All right, contact me later so that we talk about it. 0244208667. That's my number. 0244208667.
Again, please. The number again. Hey,
0244 0244
0244
208
308
208 0244 208 8667
667
667 0244 208 667.
Okay.
Okay, so you have it. That's the number. 208667. All right, so let's go back to the calculators.
Thank you.
You don't just have to jump. You can try your hands on any of them, but this is the screen for the calculator, bank stock valuation. This one would guide you how to estimate the share price in 1 year and 2 years. And okay, so this is a multi-method calculator. So the bank stock basically is a residual income model, RIM, which is very simplistic, very easy. Let's put in some few figures. The risk-free, let's say 9.29. We'll get there. Yes, that I'm just teasing your mind on these things. Market return, use the stock market return. 30.10, beta 1.4. When you go to the Young Investor Calculator 2, there's a calculator for beta. So calculators, advanced, there's beta here, the calculator. So once you're able to get your beta, you bring it here. So 1.4. Current book value per share, earnings per share. If your company doesn't pay dividends, you can ignore some of these things. So book value per share, let's say 5, earnings per share 0.84, year 2, 0.88, year 3, 0.926. Terminal growth rate, normally it is the GDP growth rate. So current estimation is at 4. Current market price of your stock. So let's say it is 2. When you click on calculate, okay, this has to be 2 decimal places. When you click on calculate, everything shows up. So current intrinsic value is this. This is a very simplistic way, and it gives you, it says that the stock may be significantly undervalued. It gives you all the narration, and it gives you how to input all the data. All right. This one, I can say, it can be very easy for you. However, you need to understand the processes properly. You need to understand the processes. I have to take you through the manual processes to get to that point. Okay, when you start using this calculator, you realize that, oh yeah, I understand how it got here. I understand how we calculate the beta. I'm going to take you through everything. By the time you are done with this presentation or with this session, you'll be proud of yourself. You'll be proud of yourself. So I think I want to end here for today. Someone's hand is up. Safo Ajima.
Hello, sir. Please, I want to comment on the. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I want to comment on the Excel sheet. Please, I want to know if we can get it so that we can practice along as you go. And also with the student handbook, I want to know so when are we supposed to expect it? Thank you very much. Yes,
Outlook was
please.
shared yesterday.
Please, was it in the group or?
In a group.
Okay, thank you very much. But please,
Please,
the
I want me to share it with you. Okay,
yes,
I'll share
please.
it with you. I'll share it with you. No worry. If you go.
Thank you very much.
All right, I'll share it with you.
Yeah, hello, Kobe.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, thank you so much for such a very insightful presentation. In fact, we've really learned a lot. We are learning what will really impact our lives and others. Now, this is my plea. Some of us were having network challenges and all that. So, and this is also very technical. If you really want to get it well, we need to understand it. And so we play that they give us the slide and the recordings so that we relearn it. Because I don't think that just we learning it for once here will be enough unless we repeat what we have really learned by listening to the recording so that it will really enter. And so that when we are moving to the next stage, it wouldn't be a difficult thing for us. So we play that at every stage, the recording should be made available to us so that we relearn it for better understanding. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So, as I said, I'll get in touch with the team for them to make the recording available to you. So, I'm saving this Excel sheet for it to be sent to you as well. Okay, so that you can practice along. All right. Thank you. Any more questions?
Thank you very much, sir. I wanted to ask, you see, we're using the Ghana Commercial Bank, GCB. So I wanted to ask, so the stock split competition, are we supposed to choose a company of our choice and work on it or present, or we'll be giving some ranges of companies to work with or probably present to us?
Come again, please.
I wanted to ask, with the stock split competition, will we choose the company of our choice or the stock of our choice and probably present on it, or they'll give us specific ones that we can choose from to present on it?
Oh, you just select any of them that you want. Okay.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Select any of them, but now that I've shared GCB with you, I would want to ban that GCB or to declare that GCB is not part of the ones that GCB is not part, because we're going to share the data with you, because I want you guys to collate data and do the analysis yourself. Other than that, I have done the data collection for you. I don't want to do any work for you for the stock page. So for GCB, it's not part. Okay, GCB has been banned from now. The rest of all the companies you can choose, but the caveat is that the company must have been traded on the stock market in the last 12 months. So almost all the banking stocks have seen some trades, MTN, Gold, Total, and all those. But if you go and choose CPC hasn't seen any activity. You understand? So we need to see once stocks that have seen activities on the stock market. You can choose any stock apart from JCB.
Okay. Kofi, please, I have a question. Are we going to work with the same company throughout all the stages? So at every stage, we pick a different bank and analyze.
Oh, you can. You see, for it to be versatile, you can choose different companies. But when you do your first analysis, you realize that no, you could have done better. You can enhance it. Okay, so there are some people who use the same company, but they ensure that at every stage they do better. They enhance what they are doing. All right. So you can use one company. Some people prefer to use different companies. Which is also fine. Okay, so it depends on you. You can use one company to do it, but let's make sure that all the stages that you are in, you improve upon the previous one.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Any more questions? Safo, Shadrach.
I want to ask, which time do you start the class in the morning?
7:30 a.m.
7:30. Okay.
7:30 because I get to the office around 7. I need to relax a little. So around this time I should work on my computer.
Okay.
Yeah. Any more questions? All right. Thank you guys. See you tomorrow, 7:30 sharp. All right. And make sure you revise what we have done. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye. I see Shadrach's hand up. Shadrach, do you have something to say?